This is Avi Neely, and we are going to talk today about astrology, the zodiac signs. After Virgo, we get to an interesting place, that's Libra. Libra is a moment again of expansion, and what we have is to flow, the ability to flow. We have learned that we are all part of a system, and because of that, now we can flow with different currents that are in the world. Libra is also related to beauty, to everything that is superficial but that makes life so much interesting. And it's also related to the moment in which we discover that there is one person that is important in our life. So Libra is related to the partner, the spouse, the husband. It's related to the person who starts a business with us, our partnerships, all kind of partnerships, because we have stopped developing ourselves with Virgo. With Virgo, we have discovered there is a full world out there with a system, and we are part of that, and now we are interested in the other. So there is a jump there, and if you look at the natal chart, all the signs from Aries are normally the down part, and then from Virgo we get to the 7th house, that is the house of Libra, and there we start to be open to the other. In Virgo we have created the seed for that, and now we are open to the influence of others. So in Libra we sometimes get what we want just because we make the other person to want it. Isn't that fun? But the energy doesn't stop, and it continues in a Scorpio. And the sign of a Scorpio is the sign of transformation, pure transformation. And that transformation sometimes is death, but it could be just inner transformation, inner death. It's related to money. How can we symbolize change, exchange, interchange, transformation better than with the money? The money is something that we use to interchange one thing for another, and it's a strong power. Scorpio is the pure energy that we had in the ram of Aries, now has gone through all the travel and is ready to burn the wall if it is needed. And that's what sometimes the financial world does. They burn the wall and they start from the beginning again, because it's related to the energy of a Scorpio. And a Scorpio is also the energy of looking into the hidden things, the secret things. You remember I was talking about Cancer that creates a limit so that the bad things for the growing of the child don't come. Well, when we get to a Scorpio, we see the other, but we see the other really. It's the equivalent to get into those things that are forbidden. It's that we don't want to see about ourselves is in a Scorpio. So a Scorpio has a bad fame because we are still in the era of thinking that we are good and the other is bad. So we think that the Scorpio is not needed. In fact, nothing is needed after Leo. That's the reason people still wants to do their lives, even if they go out there, making bad things to other people. So Scorpio is the energy of the other that we reject. Is the energy of that at the same time attracts us. And it is said that the Scorpio people has a lot of attraction in their eyes. And that's because they represent what we don't want in our life, or what we don't want to accept in our lives. And that's because the full energy has matured enough to accept those parts that were not good when they were a child. So the same as a child has to be protected from certain behaviors and certain things that could harm him. When he is an adult, he can just face those because he is now strong enough to face them. So that's the moment in which we arrive to a Scorpio. And after Scorpio, after we have digged into all the dirtiness of society, into all that we don't want to accept, we arrive to Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is the sign of pure meaning of life. Sagittarius is a moment of expansion again, and we know why we are here and where we are heading. And that moment of pure happiness, because we feel that we have a direction in our life. And Sagittarius come from Scorpio, so you cannot really develop a vision of happiness until you get to a moment of meaning. And after you have that, you get to Capricorn. And Capricorn, strangely enough, is the other sign with Leo that is told to be one of the initiatory signs. And Capricorn is so important because in Capricorn we get to the peak of evolution of the form. It started in Aries, it has gone through all the signs, and now it has arrived to its peak, to the higher point it's going to develop. And we still have 2 more signs, so we will see what's there, because the human consciousness still is in the beautiful ideal of we are going to go to the peak and we will stay there forever. I will ever be young. I will ever be able to do this. I am going to grow economically and the prices will never go down. And that's just a myth, because energy is a cycle. So when we get to the peak, when we get to the place where the form has got to the most developed wisdom, to its grown space, we start the decline. And in Aquarius, we get the weirdest thing, because we still don't accept that what is born has to die. And in Aquarius we have the jump. We are there in the top of the mountain with all the knowledge that we have accumulated in Capricorn, and we just have to jump from the mountain and start to fly, because it's time to abandon what we had achieved in Capricorn. The moment of most success in life is the moment in which you know that you have to abandon it. And that's something that scares us like crazy. And after we have learned to abandon all these schemes that we have learned, all these structures that we have created, we get to the moment of Pisces. And Pisces is the reabsorption of the energy. It's a moment of confusion. It's a moment in which everything starts to disappear. It's a moment in which everything is reabsorbed by the energy and there is nothing left. It's going into the sea and drown, disappear. Your particles sparse because there is nothing left of yourself. And because this is not a linear story, because this is a circle, all the energy, all the information, all the experiences that you have created during this amazing travel, they start again in Aries, and we have again this energy. But this is not a circle. This is a spiral. So the new travel of Aries is gonna be a new learning, a new trip, a new journey that is gonna have all the information that was absorbed in the previous travel, and it's gonna start again, but different. So this is Avi Neely. I want to thank my patrons, and I hope you have enjoyed this. Bye for now.